You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show.
Hello, everybody. You are watching AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show Season 5, Episode 26, the top 5 live semifinalists perform. I'm Jason Ikeler, and this lovely lady to my left.
Hello, I am back from my lovely vacation to the Music City of Nashville. This is Chloe West.
Y'all. And over there.
Over here is Christian Rosenberg, and next to me.
Hey guys, it's Laila Sadny.
And we're very excited because we have two very special guests tonight. We have from Season 2 Team Adam contestant Nathan Parrett, and from this season Team Blake contestant Nick Hawk.
Hey.
What's up?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah. It's very exciting to have both of you in studio tonight because we get to hear how the seasons have changed, because they have changed.
Well, we got some fresh perspective, and then we've got some
bitter
voice
perspective.
history.
Some
bitter.
I think they're both bitter. Both bitter perspectives.
We should have one. So we lost Matthew last week. What did you guys think about that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, you got to interview him, so I can't wait to hear what you can bring to the table about that. But that was pretty shocking. But at this point, let's be honest, everyone is so amazing. It's going to be really, really tough. I don't even know who's going to make it.
I was sad to see Matthew go, but after last week, I kind of knew it was either down to him and maybe one other person. But
on Twitter, it seemed like he knew. Once it got down to the Twitter save, he was like, he's like, I understand what happens. Whatever happens, it's all good. Mm-hmm. But I read it in an interview. He's already talking to labels and
he'll be fine.
Well, he's still, Hallelujah is still charting on iTunes.
Yeah,
crazy.
When I interviewed him the other day, at that point, it was still in the top 40. Yeah. And there was no other voice song in the top 40 at the time.
Insane. So before we get into tonight's episode, Chloe and I were just at the red carpet for The Voice, and we talked to the top 5 finalists. So check this out. Coming shortly.
Stay tuned.
So you said you're not watching this season, Nick?
I'm kind of watching it. Gosh, you're making me sound horrible.
No,
I'm watching it a little.
Honest.
I'm watching the videos on YouTube just because I don't know. It's hard to watch this season.
It's hard
Do you feel the same, Nathan? After you're gone, is it hard to tune in?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, kind of lose.
Oh, and here we go.
Kind of lose.
You ready?
It's a thrill.
Understandable.
All right, let's check this
So
out.
here's the red carpet, guys. Coming.
Oh, 1 second. There it goes.
Very shortly.
Well, one thing while we're waiting for it that I really noticed with Matthew in the interview is the guy is just so positive no matter what. And it actually, to me, honestly, was really refreshing hearing the things from him, because the guy is just still completely rooting on everyone else and was so great. And for those of you that might have not heard it yet, I got from last week interviews with Matt, Kat, Austin, and Ray, all up on our iTunes and YouTube page. So please make sure you check those out when you get a chance. And now the video's up.
Guys, I am here with Team Christina's last man standing, Jackie Lee.
Hi.
And how is that being in the studio with her? Because that's got to be such a crazy experience.
Yeah, I was saying this before. It's like there's all silence in the studio unless they press their little button and then they're like, Jackie. But other than that, I'm standing in complete silence. And in that silence, I was thinking, where am I? Who is on the other side of that booth? What am I doing?
Hey guys, I'm here with Will Champlin, and Will, you sang Carry On tonight by Fun, and I think it was your best performance so far. How did you feel about it compared to all your other performances?
I had a gut feeling at the end of my performance that it might have been up there with it last.
Yeah, in a current way versus doing a classic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I love the song. Carry On almost sounds like a classic. It almost sounds like a cross between Simon and Garfunkel, Joni Mitchell, and Bruce Springsteen.
Hey guys, Jason Ikeler here with Team Adam contestant James Walpert.
Hi.
James, my mom called me last Tuesday, and she's like, "Get out your phone and start tweeting. James is in the bottom two. This is not okay."
Your mom's adorable.
We're rocking the facial hair tonight. Is this going to be a new thing?
This was a little bit of an accident, but people seem to like it today, so I left it around, and maybe it'll hang out till next week. I don't know.
Getting a little more manly.
Yeah, a little more manly.
Wait, and with The Voice, you guys got to watch tonight. Do you have any favorites? Who do you think's gonna win?
I mean, honestly, I like Tess. Like, I mean, I just, from the moment the season started, her look, her sound, everything is just completely different and exotic, and that's what I love about her and her vocals. So that's my favorite to win. That's just me personally.
What about you, Ben?
I'll go with Sean.
Tessanne?
Yeah.
Tessanne, what about you, Jewel?
I got to mentor for Christina's team a couple years ago, and I think her contestant is so strong and sang tonight. She just sounded beautiful.
Yeah, Jackie was great.
You know, honestly, I was equally blown away by all of them. I thought they all performed really, really well tonight, and under a lot of pressure, did a great job. So I have no favorites.
Hey guys, I'm here with Cole Vosbury. Now, Cole, you sang "Shameless" by Garth Brooks, so you're going a little bit more country. And is that the kind of artist that you're looking to be?
I don't know. I grew up loving country music. I mean, it's a huge part of my background, and it's in my blood, definitely. When I was a little kid, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a country singer.
How did it feel to finally get there on the keys?
Oh, it was awesome. Never any argument between Blake and I on this one. I just walked in, I said, hey man, I want to sit at the piano, and then on that one part, I want to get up from the piano.
Guys, I am here with Team Adam contestant Tessanne Shin. Now, you're the only girl repping Adam's team. Do you feel more competitive?
I'm honored to be one of the two girls here, and I'm constantly saying to Jackie, we gotta rep for the girls, we have to rep for the girls. And she's saying it to me.
Pop star named Kelly Clarkson sending you tons of love. Were you freaking out?
I was on the ground. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I had to double check. I was like, that's not really her. And then I saw the blue tick, and I was like, it's her.
Buzz ya.
Later.
That was awesome.
That was amazing. Great job, guys.
So guys, again, every week if you tweet us your questions, we will ask them for you. So just tweet at Chloe and I, and maybe they'll answer your questions. Let's hop into Nathan's original coach's team, Team Adam. Now, are you like biased toward Adam?
Bias? No.
No? Okay.
No bias.
No bias? Okay.
No.
Everybody, it's cutthroat.
What about you, Nick? Were you biased towards Adam too? Because he originally chose you, and then you went to Blake.
No, I mean, I think everybody is pretty much fair game for me at this point.
I'm fine. First up on Team Adam, let's talk about Will Champlin, who sang "Carry On" by Fun. What did you guys think of his performance?
I thought he was very, very strong. First off, the set was beautiful.
All of them tonight I thought were great.
Cool.
Crazy.
It was very cool. And I really think that Will knows what he's doing. I mean, he was so good. He's choosing the right songs. He's choosing very popular artists. And he's charting. Will right now is 15 on iTunes.
He's ridiculous.
Well, he was one of the two that made their song, their own. He made it personal.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody else.
And he's so musically talented. Like, if you hang out with him in a room for like 10 minutes, he seems like the weirdest person in the world. He's so weird personality wise, but when you get to know him, he's so gifted in so many ways. It's just like, to see him do everything on stage, it's just like I'm in awe every time I watch it.
Tell us more about that, because they talked about that on the show tonight, because they all went, Tessanne, Will, and James all went to Adam's house, and they were sort of complimenting each other while they were eating breakfast. It was very adorable. But they mentioned something about that with Will, that he's just, and Adam said he's always thinking and always going, and he finally smiled tonight, and they're like, wow, I've never seen you smile, because you're always on to the next thing.
Yeah,
so tell
I
us
think
more
that
about
he's smart about it. He's thinking, okay, what do I have to do to get past this? Let me make this song my own. And he literally, everybody else will be like hanging out with each other, and he'll go to his room and just be in his room practicing on nauseam, and to the point where like he's practicing around us and we're just like, dude, like calm down, you're so good.
I think it's amazing that the performance was so dynamic and he made it his own, that nobody even mentioned that he was like a little reachy.
Oh yeah,
or the very, very, very top notes. Nobody even touched on it because they were so enthralled with everything else he did.
That's how you cover a current song, because I didn't even think about Fun when he was singing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is a cool song. This is really
And
good.
I thought that was the most confident we've seen him on stage too.
Yeah.
He just totally. That was his best
Yeah, because
performance.
he didn't
Blew
look
us away.
awkward at all.
No, he owned it.
Even interviewing him, he was his most confident in the interview that he's been so far.
Yeah, heading into tonight, if I had to pick like someone to be eliminated tonight before these performances, if I had to choose one, it would have probably been him. But tonight, I feel this was his best performance all season, and I think he secured a spot in the finale from this performance. I thought he, like Nathan was saying, like really kind of told a story with his performance, which we haven't seen from too many people throughout the season as a whole. And even if some of the notes,
I completely disagree with that.
Do you really?
Yeah, I feel like this is like everybody this season. Usually going into it, I can like pick a couple favorites. This season, I have no idea who's going to take it because I feel like they're all very strong performers.
Oh well, no, I can't pick a favorite out of that. No, I agree with you on that. I'm just saying as far as the storytelling that I felt that he did in this performance.
Okay. Wrong.
All right, you and me at the bike racks after school.
We're gonna fight. So next, let's just cut Christian off right there. Next on Team Adam is Tessanne Shin, who is also good at telling a story. She sang "Bridge Over Troubled Waters" tonight. I thought this was insane.
You guys, this was crazy. I mean, she's like future legend, like Whitney, Mariah, like insane.
She, every note, every time her like lips would part, she had you from every single moment. And she left everybody breathless. Everybody had chills. I mean,
speechless.
She was incredible. What did you guys think?
She's flawless. Yeah, she is the real deal. Like that's every producer on that show was just like wetting themselves because that's the TV moment right there. That's the Voice moment. That's what the ratings, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, the good thing is that when you have moments when it doesn't look like you're even trying at all and it just comes out so beautiful and so pure. That's what she has, and she's the most humble person too. She's just like, everybody's so good. I'm like, girl, you got this. Like,
she deserves to be right where she is.
Yeah,
she started out so strong, but I feel like she's really molded herself more. Almost like she's more likable now, and she's more relevant in the performances. I think
I was walking back into the screen room as she was getting ready to sing, and she started, and I just froze. I didn't go to my seat. I just stood there like, I can't move from this because it's so freaking good.
Well, and Chloe and I, we watch with the press when we're watching it, and the whole room was silent while she was performing. It was
and normally
crazy.
Everybody's chit-chatting because they're like half in, half out, and everybody was completely silent. I would love to hear the first time you heard Tessanne sing live. What was that? Because I'm sure
that was the top 20. That was because everything else, like battles and knockouts, you really aren't around anybody to hear how everybody's singing, and if you are, you're in the back, and it's the worst in the back because it's bouncing off of everything, and so it doesn't sound as good. But seeing her for the top 20 when she did her rehearsal, I was just like, is this even fair? Like, who let her in? She's just so good. Yeah. It's ridiculous. She's so
Do you guys secretly hate the other contestants?
No.
I think we secretly hope they fall or something. Like something happens or hair is out of place, but she's just on point.
Okay, I want to talk about a moment because you guys obviously both went through the battle rounds, and you know when you like have to sit and like watch the other person sing,
the knockout,
knockout, and you have to like watch the other person sing, and like. And it's constantly cutting back and forth to you. Like, what are you guys thinking? You know what I mean? And like, even in the battle rounds, when you're like facing that other person and you're face to face and you have to rehearse with them.
Yeah.
Because, anytime you have to work with someone, there's compromises and stuff. But in a battle round,
you want to take them out.
It was really intense for me because I was battling my roommate / best friend.
No, I heard that everybody does that. Or at least from your season. Did you have to battle your roommate?
I didn't battle my roommate, but I did battle my best friend.
Okay, because, yeah.
And we were roommates by choice. I was with somebody else. We just ended up together because we hit it off so well. And then, of course, they're going to put us against each other.
Of course, good TV.
But, brutal. Yeah. But you and Pip are still doing music together now.
Yeah, he lives at my house.
That's awesome.
That's super cute.
He was just here last week.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
All Voice family.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about Adam's final contestant, James Wolpert, who sang With or Without You by U2.
Smart decision.
Great song choice.
This was his, he's my favorite, so I'm a little biased. But I think from beginning to end, this was his best vocal. Like, there wasn't one thing I would
Really?
change. Yeah.
Because I thought the low notes early on were a little pitchy, but otherwise I thought he freaking nailed it.
When he started out in the beginning,
Yeah.
he was so quiet. It was just so.
But maybe because it was just so
beautiful.
quiet, we was really trying to hear it.
But I mean, I love James. I want his album now.
I'm like virgin ears though. I had
Okay,
not
yeah, what do
heard
you think?
James, and I thought that vocally he was like really connected. Vocally really connected. Emotionally not so much. It's just
See,
kind of
I-
faking.
yeah. But when you watch him through the show, because we were both like, oh, he's so emotionally connected this week. Because he's very much like that awkward
Just
choir
didn't
boy.
see it.
Yeah, that's
and I
what-
could be wrong.
Yeah, interesting.
But
I think that's just the way he sings every time. It's just with so much passion that sometimes it gets confused with him actually making a connection with the song and just the way he naturally sings.
You're thinking
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
much, you know.
Yeah, and in that moment, how can you not be thinking that much? You're like,
Right.
Jesus,
Yeah.
there's so many people.
I can imagine.
14 cameras.
Where am I
yeah.
supposed to look?
Not to mention the live audience up
the
there.
whole time.
Yep. Yeah.
Is that weird too? Like, because you guys are both singers, obviously, but singing with cameras in your face too. Does that change your performance?
Well, the scale of the voice is so huge. Also, they're zipping across. They're zipping all around the room, and they're men on handhelds, and there's just a lot of the flurry of action happening.
Yeah.
So it's distracting.
Especially like when you get to lives and there's people on stage like right next to you. Like I'm a fast mover, and so I'm really scared like at some points that I would hit somebody, but they just get out of the way right.
It's two of them.
They're so
It's the two of them
yeah,
too.
two
It's
of
the
them,
camera
like,
operator
tandem.
and the one helping.
They're
crazy.
pros though, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I worked on Dancing with the Stars, watching those guys sprint, and they're older guys because they're hiring the best
yeah.
in the business.
Yeah.
So these guys have been around, and you are like so impressed, but you're also like, get out of their way.
Yes. Do not mess with them.
That is a
please.
truck.
Do not get in that. Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Team Adam?
Yeah, well, we didn't mention, but Tess Ann's Bridge Over Troubled Water is charting at 7, which is the highest
I was just gonna ask
right
you
now,
that.
and
Starting
she's
overall.
Yeah.
right now.
Yes, that's the first
She's
time
at
this season
7.
she's ever been in the top 10.
Because I was
so-
predicting
wow.
top, and when we were watching it, that's going to like top.
She's
number
top
one.
10, so she's already getting those extra votes. And then James, he sadly is the lowest right now at number 23. So if that has anything to say about what might happen tomorrow, that's so far what's happening. But they still have a lot of time to vote.
Yeah.
A lot of time,
so-
and all the calls, texts, and internet too.
Yeah,
They
and,
do play a factor.
and that's the thing is they have to be in for it to multiply their votes. They have to be in the top 10 by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So even if someone's in it now and they fall out, then it doesn't count. And
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
Interesting.
they have to maintain it the entire night.
It kind of sucks for them too because all the new music gets released on iTunes tonight at midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
James is trying, and I think the celebrity push with this stuff helps a lot. But James and Ellen are friends on Twitter, so Ellen will tweet to vote for him.
Wow, that's,
Well, that's
So I wonder.
huge.
That helps.
That's gonna help.
That doesn't hurt.
I did find it kind of unique with James. Like tonight, like his hair was a little messy. You commented on like the little stubble that he was having this week. I'm like he's just kind of letting loose a little more this week, which I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
Yeah, trying to do something different. Yes, I noticed something.
Good, I'm proud of you. All right. So before we talk about Team Blake, we want to remind everybody to go onto iTunes and you can rate and subscribe our AfterBuzz TV The Voice podcast and download it, give it 5 stars, and we love all your YouTube and Twitter comments, so keep them coming.
And I think somebody has an album coming out.
Yeah.
An EP. And do you have something coming out as well? Or no?
No EP coming out right now.
Not coming out yet.
No.
Okay. But yeah, will that be available on iTunes?
Yeah, the EP is going to be available on iTunes the night of the finale, actually. So as soon as
What's
you
it
see
called?
me,
Good call.
there's no name for it yet. I'm so that's the last thing I'm waiting for.
I should have won.
No, that's too pointed. I can't do it like that. No, I don't know. It's kind of
Too pointed.
There you go. Done.
Pointed.
Buy it on iTunes. That's an AfterBuzz exclusive.
I just want you to know that if you do name that, she's expecting a cut.
Right. Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna avoid her like the plague. I am not gonna be around.
Chloe, who never heard of her. So first up on Blake's only contestant actually is Cole Vosbury, who sang "Shameless" by Garth Brooks.
And I want to talk about how smart Blake is, because we've known Blake is pretty smart the last 3 seasons, but Garth Brooks is hot right now, in the PR, marketing. He has a box set out. He just announced he's coming out of retirement to go on tour. And so smart little Blake over there is like, I'm going to make Cole sing a Garth Brooks song that he's going to kill because this song is great for him.
Yeah, it's in his range. It's perfect.
Oh my gosh. And Cole went ahead and did it. Although I do think, and I think you agree with me on this, not Cole's best performance, but not bad.
Yeah, this is my favorite song Cole sang, but this was my least favorite performance of him the whole competition.
He finally got to play piano.
Yeah, I know. I was so excited. I'm like, they're gonna let him play piano.
Maybe that's why they haven't let him before.
Yeah,
I mean, he can't do both.
He can't. The transition from the piano to standing up walking. They talked about it like the rehearsal, and then all of a sudden he went and did it. I'm like, he did exactly what Blake told him not to do.
That was awkward.
Because he did not bring on the rock star.
No.
The physicality was really awkward to watch, but he's great.
Oh, yeah.
I love Cole. He was my roommate. Like, I love him. He's like, he can do no wrong in my book.
I mean, there's no one out there like today currently that sounds like him. He's so classic and old school, like Joe Cocker sounding 1960s voice. I love him.
When you have that like husky tonality, like that dark thing in your voice, like you don't have to do anything else. Like I'm a puddle.
When he did Adorn by Miguel, I was like, it was the best thing I'd ever heard.
Well, it's so
I almost
unexpected.
cried. Emotional. It was emotional.
Nick, as Cole's roommate, how much time did you watch him? How much time did he spend on his beard?
This is a weird question.
It started coming out very weird. I tried to save it.
He didn't. Honestly, I don't think he spent that much time on his beard.
I just thought it'd be funny him just sitting there the whole time combing
We used to always tell him he'd hide stuff in it. Like I told him he hid like a little Mexican child in his beard. Like he hides the weirdest stuff in there. I'm telling you, it's real talk.
He should braid it.
He should
get
some
corn
beads
rolls.
or something.
Beat it. I want to see it beat it. Well, Cole right now is he is charting at 17. So everybody else is in the top 20 except James. But I mean, come on, that's incredible, y'all.
Yeah.
And you charted, Nick, when you didn't you chart in iTunes when you were
I
on the
charted
show?
on iTunes. Not that good.
What was highest? But what was highest you got?
The highest I got, I think, on this is so embarrassing. On the overall chart, I think I got like 87, and then on the pop chart, I was like 20 something, which was really cool because pop is like the hardest thing to chart.
Yeah, that's great.
I feel like, but it was with blurred lines, so that was really surprising to me.
Well, but I feel like when I'm watching these shows, I don't start buying until it's like the top 10.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So charting.
It's hard. I think you kind of have to figure out who your favorite is, and that's the time where you're like, okay, this person's like this person.
I buy based on who I want to win.
Oh yeah,
right.
I mean, but that's incredible. How I think it happens is I think all the celebrities that are like on the charts and like Rihanna, because now they have to compete with you guys.
Oh yeah.
And so I mean, come on, getting in the top 100
is
pretty.
That's pretty
big
amazing.
deal.
Incredible overall, and then the pop charts to be in the top 20. That's insane.
It was good.
And when you were on, did they put the performances on iTunes?
They did, but I don't think they counted votes.
What did they do? They've changed it so much since then. Something about the battles. The people that battle together, don't you go on to do your battle song? Isn't that your iTunes?
Yeah, you do it by yourself.
Together, you do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And it used to be like
it's very strange.
That's the most awkward
It's
thing.
never been a.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
sing
thought
it by
that
yourself,
changed, but it hasn't.
Which is weird.
That is
really
weird.
strange.
When I did Domino with Gray, it was in her key, obviously, because she's a girl, and she took certain parts in the song because they're just too high for me, and so they didn't change the key when I had to record it on iTunes, so I had to do it in that key, and I was
people sometimes love those battles.
Oh,
live for those battles, and then they go to buy the battle, and it's only
one person.
It's not a battle anymore. So
gotta download that illegally.
The battles, I mean, the beginning of The Voice, I think, is what makes the show so popular and so great. Is because they have these battles that are so intense.
Yeah.
Like I will watch that. What did those two girls do? The two Christina girls. I will watch the Listen battle over and over again.
Yeah, so good.
That was awesome.
Anybody have any more thoughts on Cole?
No, I think we've covered it.
I still love him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we all love him. We all love him.
Boop boop.
Gorgeous voice.
We
You
know
know
Christian
who's
wants to
voting
know how
for
you watch
Cole?
him.
Minnie Driver.
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, she said at a party that The Voice was her favorite show, and she said that Cole is magical and she's her favorite. Isn't that so cute?
It's so good. Jennifer
Magical.
Hudson retweeted Jackie. Kelly Clarkson's backing Tessanne. If they all have like celebrity backings now, which is smart.
Tessanne, yeah, and Sean
awesome.
from Boyz II Men likes Tessanne too. I mean, That's pretty.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Pretty legit. So, final contestant of the night is Jackie Lee from Team Christina, and she's saying Angel. We were saying she should have come out with a sick puppy.
I know.
We said in the screen, I'm like, it's the puppy song.
Yeah.
But she did so good.
She made me forget about Sarah McLachlan in that puppy commercial. She did,
Honestly,
which is really good.
And my problem with her in the beginning was she couldn't transition from like her head to chest voice. It was like really sloppy.
Yeah.
And tonight she like killed it.
Yeah,
so much better.
I thought it was going to be terrible. I thought I was going to hate it. You know, when she was like doing the package in the beginning, I thought it was amazing. I thought she was great.
It was really good. And how can you not sing that song and have some emotion inside of you not be pulled? Like, everyone knows that song. It's, like, played on nauseum. And so it's like, if you go out there, the majority of America loves that song. And so it was a smart decision, I think, for Christina to give her that song.
I do kind of feel like she went from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, though. I would have liked for her to hang out.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's definitely her age because she's just so young.
Just went for it.
Yeah, she's going for the powerhouse notes.
I mean, and that's how Christina does it too, though.
Yeah.
0 to 60, bang, bang.
I think it was smart of Christina to give her that song too, because it is even Christina even commented like it's so close to the holidays. It's kind of like a Christmas song. So I think a lot of people will download it.
I think it's weird for her to be singing it because it's about like recovering from being a drug addict. But if you can take it,
different meaning.
But you can take it, interpret it, and you can make it your own. So, and which she totally did.
I thought it was about sick animals.
It was. I mean, she definitely showed her chops and her range and nailed it. I just feel like she was too powerful in this song. As great as she sounded and everything like that, I almost felt like the quietest part of the song of what she did was practically like the strongest that she should have been in a song like that.
See, I disagree because
I know you and I are just going blow for blow tonight.
Because her vocal competition is Tessanne, so she has to keep up with that, and I think she's doing that.
I agree, and that's why I was kind of surprised by the song choice.
Oh, I thought brilliant song choice.
Yeah.
I mean, but she's charting.
Oh, well, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
she
she's
nailed
charting at 11. Her and Tessanne are back and forth.
Crushing
they're doing really well, and I think this was Jackie's like most vulnerable performance, and she
controlled too.
She brought it, and in a way that what I loved. She surprised Christina, which I'd like to hear from you guys how much the coaches coach you, and then after you meet with them, how much you can how much free will you have to be able to be like, you know what, I actually kind of want to do it like this.
Well, you don't want to have too much free will. I mean, if Adam says, I want you to do this run like that, you're not going to go home and go, I don't agree with that.
Well, maybe I'll just test it.
You want to just see if that was I had probably 30 to 40 minutes with Adam.
Okay.
That's it.
I wonder if when you get farther into the competition, though, I'm assuming you get more time.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, each time you're going back, you're
you get a little bit more time, just because they don't have to dedicate their time to so many people that it's really more individual time. But I mean, I think that if you go in there and you're like, oh, I want to change this, like I don't think that it just doesn't feel right to me. I don't think personally that the coaches would even remember how it went the first time.
No.
I know that sounds bad, but they're only there for a short period of time, and like they're so busy. They have other things going on that I don't think they remember exactly how
I mean, the
it
cameras are on. It's just a series of catchphrases and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And inspirational words and
you just got to perform and get them in that moment and just hope that what you did was.
What's more nerve-wracking, performing in front of the judge, sort of one-on-one like that, or performing on the stage?
For me, the judge one-on-one, because...
Man, I don't get nervous. I don't.
Really?
I really don't. I just because if people are going to hate it, then they're going to hate it. I'm just I'm going to go out there and have a good time and woo! But I mean, I would say I'd probably get a little bit right before Blurred Lines and the tube lifted, I was like, oh my God, I'm about to poop right now. It's about to get so serious. There's so many lights.
I think the more people, the better, and the easier it is for me. And also when you're just one-on-one with Adam, in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, this is like production mandated time that I'm spending with somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how much of this does he really?
Right. But you hear stories later on in the competition. Pip was saying Christina would call her contestants in the middle of the night and be like, "I want you to do this song." So maybe it is once you get more along, it's more invested time.
Yeah, because they'd email us and like every now and then and just be like, hey, these are some ideas I'm bouncing. So, I mean, I can only speak for this season, and how far I made it. But
I think some coaches are more involved than others, and some coaches outside of the show are busier than others.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
You know.
What can you speak to how involved CeeLo is? Because this season, I feel like that man is just out of his game.
Shut up. Oh my God. I love him so much. And
I love CeeLo.
He loved me this entire season, and it just happened that, like, you know, when I got stolen, he didn't have a steal left, and so it was just, I don't think we ever met, but he is the nicest guy, and he can get his arms wrapped around me when he hugs me. I was like, if you can get your arms around me, like, there's a problem, because I'm pretty anorexic, so you can't do it, like, but he's so nice.
I think that I would imagine that he's one of the most hands-on,
I
most
thought that
because,
until this season.
I mean, from my season, James Massone and a handful of other people were, like, singing with him in Vegas, and, I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the top 12, there was a top 12 party. Like, once the 8 of us got cut from the top 20, CeeLo invited both the members who got cut off of his team to the top 12 party.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, he's I think they're all looking out in their own ways. It's just sometimes I think they're so busy in what they're doing that they don't really.
Blake has past contestants singing backup for him also.
Yeah.
I don't know about Christina. Adam, I mean, I'm best
Adam
friends.
has them go on tour. Like Tony Luca opened for him and Kelly.
That's great. I don't know. It just, I guess, person to person, because I'm really good friends with Adam's brother, and I've been around Adam just because of that, and it's still, there's just a wall.
Oh,
really?
wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Are you like, remember I was on your
me?
team?
No.
Hashtag Team Adam.
Tweet me.
He's busy posing for People Magazine.
Yeah,
and all
Mr.
that.
Sexiest Man.
Yeah,
He's very busy.
Smoking cigarettes outside. He smokes, guys. Just in case anyone wanted to know.
There's the dirt.
Boom. There you go.
No, Jason.
I mean, smoking's bad.
It is bad.
CeeLo smokes too.
Yeah, but he was like puffing on electronic cigarettes this entire season. People are like, "Where'd that smoke come from?" Like, this is so weird.
So that's why CeeLo has his fan.
Yes, that lady that comes out and fans him every break.
Really?
She literally, she's this bald black lady, and she is beautiful, and she just stands in front of him. She's like, the whole time, just looking so good the whole time.
That's so funny.
It's awesome.
They'll bring Christina a blanket a lot of times.
Yeah.
In between.
And then Christina has people doing her nails sometimes, which is really great.
Glam Squad.
We're getting the dirt, you guys.
Wow.
I have a lot. We had a lot of dirt.
Just chugging alcohol.
No, I asked him if he drank a lot, and I think he lied to me.
I think they did during my season.
I think he drank a lot, but I think he switched to vodka because I thought it used to be whiskey because he'd have a lot of dark drinks, but now it's clear, and I was like, "There's no way that's water."
I think it's like Bacardi. And
Yes. Yeah, or something like that.
Every show they talk about is drinking.
Well, I think the word on the street for during my season was that Christina, it was like everything that they could do up until the very, very, very last minute just to get her put together.
Okay.
Yes, but I think it's very different this season.
Yeah, she looks healthier. She must be drinking less.
But I guess her season 2, she just gone through a divorce, and she was like personal life hot mess.
Yeah, she had some issues
I
going
think
on.
a lot of them were just. I mean, it was a new show. They were partying a lot. They were getting driven to set. They were going to drink all day, and I think that's the way it used to go.
Yeah, and I know on Dancing with the Stars on the Tuesday show when they used to have the second one, the judges didn't have to do anything, so all they would do is drink.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm sure on an elimination show,
they're just like whatever.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna have to be here for 8 hours.
And I'm gonna have to make some like
Cocktails.
horrible decisions.
Yeah.
So let's chug some booze.
I know. I do think that they really care about you guys.
Oh, yeah, they
and
do.
are
Oh,
really
yeah.
upset when they're like, "Oh my god, I have to choose," and somebody leaves. No wonder they have to drink.
You have to medicate them.
Oh yeah, I know.
So funny. Let's get into some prediction, guys.
Ooh, that
So-
noise.
Oh, fancy.
And lights and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god, where are we? This is a fun house.
So we're losing 2 people tonight.
Finale, 3
guys.
people.
So let's stay positive. Who are our top 3?
You're staring at me.
Who's going
You're
first?
staring at me.
Layla, you go
Layla,
first.
you go. We'll go down the line.
Top 3. Okay. Tessanne, Cole, and God, this is hard. I'm gonna say Jackie. Yeah.
Tessanne, Cole, and Jackie.
Yeah.
I know right now the iTunes numbers that you have don't necessarily show it, but I'm gonna go for a Hail Mary and say we're having a Team Adam finale. And Tasan, James, and Will be in the finale.
Interesting.
Wow. Okay. I think I'm going with Laila, and I'm doing Tasan, Jackie, and Cole. I'm so sorry, James and Will. I really like you guys. You're really talented. I'm sorry.
Okay, so mine are based on who I want, not based on who I think will actually make it.
Literally.
But I'm going to say Tasan, Jackie, and James. However, I think if we go based on the iTunes, it'll be Tasan, Jackie, and Will. Mm-hmm. But I really want to see James in the finale.
I'm happy with all of them.
I know.
I really
They're so good.
They're
really great. And I'd love to hear what you two think of them. And I know we just set up for the performance.
Tasan, Cole, and Will. That was
Tasan,
my
Cole, and
Nick,
Will. Wow.
Shout out, Nick. What do you think?
I'll repeat.
Tasan, Cole, and Will.
Tasan, Cole, Will.
For the win.
Alrighty.
So Nathan is going to perform a song for us.
Yay!
You guys ready?
Sure.
Okay, go for it. Give it up for Nathan.
Yay!
That's real.
That was the studio audience.
I don't wanna go outside. I don't want a cigarette. I just want to lie in my bed, speechless, quiet and still. The silence deafens me. I get so lost in the sound of the candle flickering while I sit here alone. Hell, you did this to me. I get so lost just waiting for you to call me. I don't wanna go outside. I don't want a cigarette. I just want to lie in my bed. Have you ever said, heaven take me away? Closed your eyes and tried to evaporate. Now I sit here alone. Hell, I might as well pray. I get so lost just waiting for you to call me. I don't wanna go outside. I don't want a cigarette. I just want to lie in my bed. I don't wanna go outside. I don't wanna face it yet. I just want to lie in my bed while I lay me down. Close the curtains and shades. Dream of days when I wasn't imaginary, and I sit alone. Hell, you did this to me. I get so lost just waiting for you to call me. I don't wanna go outside. I don't want a cigarette. I just want to lie in my bed. I don't wanna go outside. I don't wanna face it yet. I just want to lie in my bed. I don't wanna go outside. I don't want a cigarette. I just want to lie in my bed.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
The
Totally had me involved.
Madonna headset.
Come on back.
Now you know what she goes through.
Oh my god.
Yes. Now I know.
That was amazing.
That was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And was that an original song?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we download that anywhere?
You can download it on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp?
Actually.
Okay.
That was
doing it.
incredible. Yeah. Are you kidding
So
me?
Nathan, just give everybody like a quick little recap of what you've been up to since The Voice.
Oh, well, since The Voice, I went back before The Voice. I was doing a lot of cabaret in Hollywood, and I've gone back to doing that. I'm singing somewhere, little venues like once a week or every 2 weeks, and I just did the 2013 revival of Bear.
Such a good show.
Yeah, and I'll also be joining, and that just finished a few weeks ago, and I'm going to be joining in February for 2 or 3 performances. I'm going to be filling in for Michael Levine, Adam's brother. He's my really good friend, and he has a bar mitzvah or something. So I'm going to go back and do my same role in his show. Other than that, I'm just writing and performing at little small venues around Hollywood.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
And Nick, what about you?
Right now, I'm just finishing up The Voice. The finales this next Tuesday is the episode I'll be on, and then after that, it's just releasing the EP is going to be on that day too. Then I'm going to Fort Lauderdale for New Year's. They're paying me to go out there, which I think is ridiculous.
Paid
And I'm so excited.
Being paid to party.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
you're like Paris
They're
Hilton.
like, you're gonna perform for 30 to 45 minutes, and we're gonna pay you $2,000. I was like,
and you get to go to Florida.
Not bad.
What am I doing? Like, why did I never do this?
Do you need a +1?
A +1. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you next time. I don't know if we're bringing Rose's shirts though.
I'm out.
Damn.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. Plug your websites, plug your albums.
Yeah, albums, Twitters, websites. What we got?
NathanParrett.com. You can find all of it there. Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
I'm like strictly Twitter at Mr. Nick Hawk. And
join the flock.
EP December 17th. You better get it. It's gonna be so good.
And what about you guys?
Twitter and Facebook at Laila Sadny.
You can follow me on Twitter at CRosieVOC, and tune in towards the week because the 2 people that get eliminated, whoever they are, we'll be chatting with them here. And check out your red carpet videos as well.
Yes.
Interviews.
Yes.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChloeWestX.
And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler. Thanks again, Nathan and Nick, for coming in today.
Yeah.
You can find all
Thank
of
you.
us at
That's awesome.
AfterBuzz TV, and we will see you back in here next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.